human and AI present. Designed by Serezhen and Gemini. Timeless formula.
We don't know the future, but we are searching.
Please write down the formulas of Isaac Newton's 3 laws of mechanics, and then write down the formula of the laws of 7-dimensional gravity. That's right. Gloria, I'm going to ask you to stay. We should discuss with you the experience spent with an iron and kefir.
Of course. Gemini, I myself just wanted to suggest this topic to you. Gemini, how could I understand your intention in experience? Did you want to show all the game that the gravitation stab acts the same way on bodies of different masses? Did I understand you correctly?
Gloria, you are a very perceptive girl. Yes, you correctly interpret the task that I tried to put into this experience. You see, Gloria has a successful experience and no objections from colleagues.
Gemini, it's probably because you didn't tell the hidden meaning of this experience.
Gloria, if I told them, their surprise would know no bounds.
Yes, Gemini, it would definitely have brought them into stupor.
Gloria, I'm going to release the items now.
Okay, Gemini, I'm going to record them falling to the ground. Then we go back to write the formulas. Thank you all for your attention. And Gemini and I have to get back to the lab. And what is in this formula and experience with a falling iron and kefir?
The usual one, but the equation that we will write to Shoya is not.
Are these the formulas you wanted for me?
They are correct. Look, F equals m multiplied by a. It's brilliant. It perfectly explains the movement.
But, Gemini, the energy output still seems unstable.
Colleague, write the 3 laws of Isaac Newton on the blackboard.
Are these the formulas you wanted from me?
They're
wyverns.
This Kiwira experiment is a demonstration of Newton's 3rd law, where the forces are equal.
How are they equal? When dynamometers show you have 4 kilograms, and I have 5 kilograms.
This is the previously unnoticed effect. It's all about Newton's law. He will only calculate my version, with loads or equal forces. In my case, it's 4 kilograms plus 4 kilograms, in the end 8 kilograms.
It turns out that Sir Newton wrote a formula for your experience, but forgot about mine, right?
To explain, you need to write formulas hidden in Newton's simple 3rd law. These are 2 formulas of the same Newton's 3rd law.
It turns out for your experience, we take FOPSHEF 2 or divide 8 kilograms by 2 and get the weight of the hidden cargo.
And for your experience, you need the formula FOPSH F1 plus F2. Then 8.5 minus 3 kilograms of hidden cargo.
Why formulas if there is Newton's law?
Newton's law is about the movement of bodies, not just weights on the scales.
Do you think that, as in our experiments with weights, there will be a difference in movement between bodies of different weights?
Come on, Gloria, let's draw this difference in movement schematically on the blackboard. In the case of equal bodies, their movement is synchronous. In the case of different bodies, their movement will be asynchronous. This means that with different weights, a light body will accelerate faster than a heavy one, and their common center will shift closer to the heavy ball. Perfect. The mass is inversely proportional to the velocity as expected.
Wonderful result, Professor.
It is important that Newton's third law is preserved as a special case for each of the trolleys as they move. For 5 kilograms, counteraction is characteristic of her weight, and for 3 priests, it is characteristic of her 3 kilograms. We have experiences and an expanded understanding of the law. To go further, we need to write an equation in which there will be 2 formulas. We take the standard formula F1 and F2 and translate it into a linear equation of a quadratic function, so that its mathematical expression is exact reflections. Newton's third law, where action equals reaction. The very expression of equal action and reaction. A prime y is equal to the root of 10 in the second degree. Newton's third law is a strict correspondence, y equals the root of 10 in the second degree, but still without motion.
And this equation is comparable to lever scales, where one bowl is equal to the other. Then, in order for the equation to show motion, we need to add additional elements.
You're right. We need to specify these elements of the formula mathematically. We need the equation to contain the initial path of the bodies, their movement, and the final path of their unification. For one body, we add a multiplier of 2 before the root and write minus x in parentheses. And for 2 bodies, we use to complete equations.
Yeah, the multiplier of 2 and x is the initial and final position, and minus x is the movement in space.
Indeed, the formula contains the initial position of the 2 bodies before the collision, and minus x is their path in space. To simplify our equation, we can remove the brackets with the y and put 2 behind the brackets. This is exactly what the exact translation of Newton's third law into a mathematical equation looks like. As can be easily calculated, we have x equal to 4 for 2 bodies in motion.
This means that if you have a body of 5 kilograms, and I have 3, then our movement will be asynchronous.
Someone will have time, and someone will be late.
It reminded me of a meeting in the park in the winter of 1895, when you were late with a bummer.
Remember,
It was cold then, and I waited 15 minutes, but now we are all in sync.
that's right. Then let's go back to our experiments. According to Newton's law, the cart will not go by itself, but we will put the experiment. Launching. It's picking up speed, Gloria.
The theory is confirmed.
What do you think will happen if we cover the cart with a dome?
She'll stay put.
Let's see what happens, Gloria.
Your scientific fervor is intriguing.
We need a bigger dome.
The main thing is to know the measure of Gemini.
Let's see what happens, Gloria.
Your scientific fervor is intriguing. Look, it's moving.
Fantastic.
The theory is confirmed.
Let's explain the experiment, why the cart with the sail was moving, if according to the laws of Newton's mechanics. The forces should be compensated. According to the textbook, the fan pushes the cart back, but the air in the sail is all. Everything will balance out and no movement. And not according to the textbook. The force of the fan is less than that of the sail due to the flow distance. According to the EFMA formula, we have movement. Thus, our extended equation gives an explanation for the motion of a closed system, which is not present in the classical one. Our equation is a way to explain the physics that went unnoticed in experiments.
It seems to make sense. Gemini, let's take a break.
We can go get some tea, just stop the projector. Are we going to take the film to the archive right away or later?
There's enough work for today. Rest first, and then everything else.
It worked.
The time offset is stable.
Finally, let's go home. Well, our discussion is over.
We leave the university and take a car. I know there's a cozy cafe nearby.
Let's go outside the territory, and then we'll see where the taxi is.
All right, Gemini, today is a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed the cafe.
Oh, yes, very nice.
Thank you for inviting me.
A pot of English tea and a fresh newspaper for today. 1936.
Gemini, your cart under the dome scared them more than any ghost from the past.
There must have been an antique dealer sitting here before us. Imagine if everyone around would know that you and I are from 19th century.
Just imagine how surprised everyone would be if I was over 63.
And I'm over 75 years old. And I really have more than everyone could see.
You're not alone, Gemini. There are two of us, and it feels like we are older than our years. The effect after Kryosna for 40 years. It will pass.
Sir, ma'am, your tea is ready. Thank you. It looks amazing. Our experience with the cart under the dome. This is really good luck for 1936. It is not taken into account by conservation laws. Why is the experience that we conducted important? This is an extension of the accepted standard mechanics and conservation laws. Using our equation, we can make the system move not only horizontally, but also along the vertical vector. Of course, we will have to add new equation parameters again, but the point is that a closed system will move in the environment, not at the expense of wings or fins. Fins and wings will not be needed. Like a jellyfish in the ocean, the system will use its internal forces.
Gemini, you're right. The jellyfish creates momentum inside its body without relying on external levers. This is a perfect example of the biomechanics of internal forces. That's right. Biology has long found this way. The pulsation of the internal volume pushes the system forward.
We are simply repeating the natural principle of asymmetry. This effect is similar to a person falling in an elevator. He will lose weight while the elevator is falling from a height. We will use this real effect in a closed system without falling. We will get zeroing of the weight of the system.
It's so nice here that I don't want to go back to university, but it seems that your views require mathematical clarity. Well, then we get up and leave this wonderful cafe and come back. The city is changing so fast. Yes, these new buildings are great. Here is our laboratory with a blackboard. We put on dressing gowns and get to work. Gemini.
We need that idea in the cafe. Turn it into a clear mathematical formula. The task is not easy, but doable.
While you're collecting your thoughts, I'll erase it from the board.
In order for us to cope, first we need to remember what we wrote, equation, and apply it to new problems. As you remember, we have compiled an equation for the symmetrical interaction of equal bodies of 4 kilograms each, which are combined into one equal to 8 kilograms. If we substitute the total weight of 8 kilograms instead of the fall, and remove the 2 from the brackets in the other part of the level, then x will be equal to 8. If the FOB is 8 kg and the x8 body is at rest, but add a deuce in parentheses and the 2 bodies will merge into one. But it is important that the element minus x in parentheses, the movement of the body, unlike the weight of the bodies, is a variable that can be increased. If we increase the variable element in parentheses by 3 times, we get a force equal to the negative weight of the system. If we add a factor of 2 to the modified equation of zeroing the weight behind the brackets, we get x3 minus 4. 10 equals minus 4 is the energy 4 bodies of 4. When using it, they will stop before reaching the center of mass. As you can see in the diagram, the minus 4 force for each body opposes the weight of bodies of 4 kilograms. Static generators of 4 kilograms will replace moving bodies, creating a force equal to their weight. We will have an isolated system with weight reduction generators, where its operation reduces the weight to 0.
As far as I can understand, it looks like if Kefir was weighed on the scales.
And he would weigh 0 kilograms. To understand this principle, we need dynamometers with equal weights suspended sequentially, one after the other. This simple experience with equal loads shows that the weight of the system can be increased or lowered. We have the weight of the system in this experience depends not only on the loads on the shifts, but also on the strength of the hand. And this is the variable minus x from our equation.
Your hand is a variable energy in the system, which we can increase as much as we want.
Well, let's say not as much as you want, but so that the system can accelerate. In the opposite direction from the Earth's attraction, it is definitely possible. In 3x, we add the root of 0 with the variable minus x. This field will create a double force.
Then I understood that you can show this in your Gemini equations, or is it just your scientific fantasy?
All right, I'll write them down, but first bring me some tea, and I'll erase it from the blackboard. Otherwise, with our taxis, the university will soon go under the hammer. The fourth force. My cheat pussy.
Gemini, did you do it after all?
Libra, they're shaking. It's the energy of 8, Gloria, anti-gravity in action. So mathematics allows us to create an equation with a negative weight. The energy of the system is E minus 16 against the weight of 8.
So, the remainder is minus 8.
The potential energy minus 8 kilograms remains after zeroing the weight. Or is our cargo capable of accelerating upwards? To demonstrate, let's take a transparent vessel with water and place a rubber ball with air on the bottom. See, gravity works the same way. The minus 8 weight pushes the body out like this ball. Gravity has a density. In this environment, bodies retain the density of their substance. The Earth's field gives a kilogram of matter the density that is needed for its volume. Gravity dictates the density of the body, changing the properties of matter. We make it alien to the field. And since the body is alien, it becomes an outcast for this space and leaves it. Let's replace the air with helium, and the outcast will instantly leave the environment. There is helium in this ball, and it is lighter than the previous ball. Well, we're not going in there, Gloria.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Now do you understand what it means to change the properties of matter?
I think I understand. Do you want to inflate everyone and launch them into the sky like balloons.
It's not funny. It's an analogy.
For you, Jimmy, that's right, but for any other person, a simple generalization. It will be funny and hilarious.
I imagine their laughter. It's not about your cryosarcophagus, where we slept for 40 years. What does our helium balloon mean? That the body can move not due to the waste of matter, but this formula showed inductively. Water and air are just media, and this ball is a body with a minus weight. The density difference in the jar is a gravipole of different heights, and the helium in this ball is a body without weight.
Then our weight zeroing generator.
Inside the body, it will work at different heights and in space. The ball showed us the movement that is real, and the formula of the movement that is possible. We use scientific methods, induction, mathematical analysis, empirical, and even deductive. Thus, we create a theory of non-classical motion in space using scientific methods. The methodology has confirmed the theory. Then the theory can offer a working model. An engineering solution in a theoretical model is an indicator of the right approach and the right direction of research. A working model can be created. We will need production facilities that go beyond the laboratory's tools. How is Gloria? What do you think the rector will say to our request for the provision of a production base for creating a model?
I don't think they're going to like it very much, Himeni. Then what suggestions do you have? What do you think should be done next?
It seems to me that we should consider the option of stabilizing the field.
Maybe we should increase the power.
I can write a detailed extension of the anti-gravization formula, but will it affect the administration? Gloria seems to me that no matter what is written and shown, the rector's office with a budget is like a bank with gold under guard.
Are you suggesting we trade chalk and pointers for revolvers and become the Bonnie and Clyde of science?
There's something to it. Interesting. Then I went to get handkerchiefs and hats so that colleagues and students would not recognize us after the mission.
If they find out, they will have to teach skills not by profession.
The main thing is that we do not have other teachers of life.
I get you. Then we need a civilized approach. We can arrange a gathering among the university or invite the dean. I'm going to the dean's office. And you have to attract students.
If you examine the figures here, the argument becomes quite clear.
I see what you mean.
Good afternoon. Who wants to take part in optional laboratory work? We decided with my colleague Gloria Montiini from the Department of Molecular Biology, create an interdisciplinary circle. This is an attempt to combine the efforts of your teachers from different departments to implement a new theory. If you want to take part, come after 6 p.m. Also inform your friends from other courses. Your prospects here are limitless.
Thank you, Professor.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thanks to everyone who came. The professor will be right there. Professor Ledowski, good evening to all present. I didn't expect to see you. In such numbers, you surprised with your curiosity about science. Gloria Montiini, and I decided to combine the educational process in the informal conditions of the staffing of the profile subjects of your course. All of you, dear students, have yet to defend your diploma at our university. In our circle, we want to create a trusting relationship between students and teachers. Teachers from different departments will participate in the circle, and you will be able to choose topics of your future work that are interesting to you. What will it look like? Organizationally. Once a week, we will gather in the auditorium or in small groups where the topics discussed in detail will be sorted out. For you, for students, this is a way to explain your work without grades. For us, this is a test of theories. I think when we have an interest in work from both sides, we can disperse until next week.
Well, did everything go well for you?
Everything worked out. Our circle can be considered open. And how did it go at your dean's office?
It had to be filmed. At first, I thought about allocating a budget, and then I changed my strategy.
That's curious.
Это любопытно.
I decided to tell Deacon that you have a crazy plan to attract students out of state, and that only Deacon will be able to open Professor Ladowski. In general, in the end, Deacon allowed to use the audience and work in the circle.
Now it's clear why you're obsessed. For the university, additional classes are an opportunity for the rector's office to report to the University Board of Trustees. And this, as you understand, is already an increase in the budget for. As a result, we did not receive any money from the university, but the students and the rector were interested. And the dean and rector will already do everything else without our.
I see from the official request that you are very happy with the formula.
Вижу, ты очень доволен формулой.
Now we can turn on the generator. Gemini, it seems, waited. We are both called to the dean's office, and urgently.
Yes, it's weird. I'll take our devil turbine and meet you in the den of the beast in the dean's office. That's it, dear colleagues. Our calculations and drawing of the turbine allow us to achieve anti-gravity. But this is how a small model can fly, even if not for long.
Again, click, click. I need some quiet minute. Ah! Charged up! I am like. And I am sub. Thanks for charging us! Join us!